Tony Blair left Number 10 on a civil servant's pension of £64,000 a year. He's also entitled to 84 grand in annual administration expenses. Since then, he's apparently made a mint and has a lifestyle many would envy.
Very good to see you. It's also good to be with you.
Although politicians, and particularly prime ministers, earn far more than the average person in this country, they spend their entire days mixing with people who earn far, 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 far more than them, many, many zeros more than them. They're with people who've got private jets, who run multi-billion-pound businesses.
If Blair wanted that life, he needed to be prepared for the price tag.
I think Tony Blair now believes staying in five-star hotels, travelling first class on flights, chauffeur-driven cars, big houses, lavish dinners when you want them, having tens of millions of pounds in the bank, it's just what everybody has.
In 2012, an analysis by the Sunday Telegraph of Tony Blair's travel showed that in a 12-month period, Blair made 61 overseas trips totalling almost 224,000 miles, the equivalent of flying to the moon.
Tony Blair obviously is doing a business internationally and across continents. So he will be needing an aircraft that can travel from, for example, London all the way down to Central Africa and then over to Dubai and over to Indonesia and back. And you're away maybe for a week, 10 days. An aircraft like that, you're usually talking about $8,000 to $9,000 an hour. You're probably clocking up maybe 25, 30 hours flying.
Fabrizio Poli is used to dealing with the jet set and business leaders. He understands the trappings of wealth and power and the lifestyle money can buy.
Well, private jet for certain types of people is a very, very convenient way of travelling today because you can basically leave when you want, so you're not depending on the schedule of the airlines and having to also get to the airport 3 hours before. The other beauty of the private jet is you can get to the airport 15 minutes before. You can also leave from many, fly out of it and into a lot of secondary airports.
Private jets are how the global rich travel. They're bespoke aircrafts, the height of luxury.
When you book a flight on a private jet, catering is an important element of the flight. So what will happen is you'll be asked, what would you like? Our cabin attendant would make sure everything's served up nicely. And you'd obviously get the food from the best restaurants or the best catering companies, and you'd have really first-class food on board. And some airplanes even have their own chefs.
And if you're part of this world, privacy is key.
If you are a world top business person or celebrity, flying private allows you to turn up at an airport like this, get out the car, onto the plane, nobody sees you, nobody knows who you are, nobody knows where you're going, and it's very quiet and private. When Mr. Blair travels, for example, I should imagine he's got all the entourage with him, so they can have a meeting on the plane while they're travelling, and nobody that shouldn't be listening isn't listening.